Hi folks, this is David Young and this is Constituent Mail Corner. So this is something new that we're trying, and we just answer phone calls, letters, emails, and personal conversations that I've had around the district about issues important to Iowans. First message inquiry is from Sheila. Sheila is from Atlantic in Cass County, and she called my office and she's concerned about the impact of tariffs on rural Iowa. I'm concerned as well, Sheila. I believe that tariffs are taxes. And the president, as you know, has recently said he wants to impose tariffs on steel and aluminum. And I think that this could cause retaliatory effects from other countries based on our agricultural product sector. And so, as you know, our economy is rural and agricultural based. And I'm concerned that China particularly could do some retaliatory efforts against beef or pork, soybeans, or corn. Senator Ernst and myself, we just led a letter to the president, the Iowa delegation, a bipartisan letter, asking the president to reconsider his efforts and his policy on wanting to impose tariffs on steel and aluminum. I hope he's listening, and I hope he's involving stakeholders all across the country and taking their input when he's making these decisions. Thank you, Sheila. The next message is from Tim in Des Moines, and it's about taxes. And Tim wrote, quote, "This tax cut you're promoting as a success is nothing but a sham, and you know it. It gives nothing but peanuts to the middle class for now and takes those peanuts away in a few years." Tim, thank you for the message, but I'm a little bit disheartened that people are calling these peanuts or crumbs, because the people I talk to in the 3rd District say this is making a real impact for their families. 9 in 10 are seeing tax relief. And this tax relief is really geared toward the middle class and those climbing the economic ladder. Whether that extra money in their pockets from working so hard is for a mortgage payment or a few months rent or a family vacation or a household appliance or part of a student loan, it's really making an impact, and that's what I'm hearing from Iowans in the 3rd District. Small businesses, larger employers as well. I hear a lot from them. They're investing in their businesses, creating jobs. Creating jobs means you're putting people to work. And with those workers, that's more tax revenue. So I'm hearing good things about it, and I would ask that you just ask others as well what they're hearing about it. Thanks, Tim. Kathy from Council Bluffs wrote about the recent gun violence. She wrote, quote, "Far too many children, educators, and Americans from all walks of life have lost their lives due to senseless gun violence in all of these places. The time to act is long overdue," unquote. She went on to ask me about my positions on allowing those who are on the terrorist watch list to purchase guns. Thank you, Kathy, for the inquiry. And I'm horrified, we're all horrified about these senseless acts of gun violence. Life is precious, and unfortunately, too many people don't realize that. When it comes to the Protect America Act, I've supported that, and it prevents those on the terror watch list from purchasing guns. Now, if there happens to be somebody on that watch list who believes that they shouldn't be on there, there's a due process and an appeals process to allow them to get off of that list. As well, when it comes to protecting our schools, we need to make sure that teachers are teaching and children are learning in a safe environment. And we're scheduled to vote on the Stop School Violence Act, and that provides grant funding to schools to allow them to make threat assessments and better protect their schools in the ways that they see fit. I wouldn't authorize a certain way to do it or prohibit a certain way to do it for schools. I would leave that to communities, school districts, and the locals there, because they know what's best for their kids, their teachers, and their schools. Thank you, Kathy, for that message. And finally, a message from Timothy in West Des Moines, who wrote, quote, "Thank you for supporting the special diabetes program and remembering your constituents with type 1 diabetes," unquote. Timothy, thank you for being a great advocate for the special diabetes program and those with diabetes. We just passed an authorization bill to 2019, which will help deliver technology and create new treatments for those who have diabetes. And so I want to thank you very much for your advocacy and help people living with diabetes live a fuller life. Well, this is our first round of the Male Constituent Corner. We'll be back at it again. Thanks for participating and listening. Have a great day.